Good morning, and we're back for the long course country championships at Corralgan. Our final heat session. And alongside of me, Sam. Coach in her own right, been a Olympic athlete, coach. Yes, and my time in Paralympics as well. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the multi-class races later on this session, which are time finals this morning. In the water here we have the women's 200 metre freestyle and the men's 200 to follow.
These first three heats are seeded for these women. So the fastest swimmers for these three heats will be in lane 4, second fastest in lane 5. So Brooke Briscoe has an entry time of 2:09.7. I think it's been a long 3 days, so these girls will just be trying to get into the final. Not looking for PBs this morning. Excellent 100 metre time there, 1:04.9 with her empty time of 1:09, so I think she'll just be pacing this one out. (2:15.57). I think that's the second fastest time this morning. So, and then there was 2:16.52 in lane 4. They should be going through. Third seeded heat here so far. Girls looking pretty even going out. We've got some lovely relaxed techniques here this morning. Nice and smooth. 4 to 6 beat leg kick. Keeping them nice and high in the water. Heads looking down.
A lot of our swimmers to continue to not breathe between the flags. Good training opportunity there.
Yeah, it's always good to be practicing the good things, no matter what race you're in and in training. Let's see if they do hold their breath coming in. Yes.
And down to the touch. Steffi Moran, Nicole Briscoe in 2:15.49, 2:16.17. As we approach heat 4. The women's 200-meter freestyle. And Claire Matheson out there from Ballarat Gold, out there in lane 7, taking us through the first 100 metres in a 106.68. The 15-year-old looks to be tracking for a PB.
Yeah, she's looking very good out there. 2:21 is her entry time, so I think if she keeps on with the pace that she set out on, she'll do a big PB here. Lanes 2 and 3 doing very well as well.
Looks like Arabella Johnson from Geelong Swimming Club really coming through and challenging Claire over in lane 2. Really charging down the last 50 metres and down to the touch. It is Arabella that picks up the win of the heat, 2:21.60. Claire from Ballarat in 2:22.48.
Final heat for these two swimmers. Let's hope they can race each other into a good time. Ella Bass will turn first in lane 5. We have Marley Adlam, Bendigo East Swimming Club, Ella Gisborne Thunder. Ella Bass pulling away now. Ella, the oldest swimmer, she's 18. Marley Adium, Bendigo East, she's 16 years of age. And this is going to be a really good time. Well done. 2:24.1 for Ella and a 2:29.01 for Marley. Heat one of these 3-seeded heats. These boys back in again. It's been a long 3 days, so they'll be taking this quite steady this morning. Just trying to edge into that final in a good middle lane if they can.
Ashley Nichols right there with Oliver McCormack in lane 3. Adam Cooper Sutherland on the turn, 59.29 as the leading time. All the boys starting to press through the third length of the pool, down the first 25. Again, Ashley Nichols from Terralgan continuing to have the lead. And 2 boys from Ballarat to follow down to the last turn. Again, Ashley Nichols to the turn. Moving to heat 2 of the men's 200-metre freestyle. And of course, in lane 3, Caden Gill from the South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. One of the assistant coaches at the club now, and a long-time athlete himself, swimming here to really inspire his swimmers. It's great to see coaches get in the water and teach the younger kids how it's done. Caden now into other areas of work as well, but swims, he's saying to me earlier today that, you know, he only swims once a fortnight when he can and between sessions, and he's there sitting in around 4th position coming down the 75 metre.
I think he does bodybuilding as well, doesn't he, Matt? I've heard. Is he? Absolutely. It's all about the getting in there and giving it a go. Because you just never know the training they put in, you know, and athletes go on longer nowadays. Obviously his land work that he does and his bodybuilding are paying off because he's coming through here at the end. Sometimes you think, well, the strength to weight ratio, you really need to be maybe not bulky, but Caden seems to be strong enough to bring it back. Mostyn Lumsden in here as well for South Gippsland Bass. Let's see if he can get near the time of his coach there. Harrison Main has that lolloping stroke, which has become very prevalent in men's freestyle. Breathe into the same side. So breathe into the same side and breathe in every 4 or 2 has been highlighted as power generation. So some of these boys always now breathe to the same side to be able to generate that power in the freestyle stroke. I think Mostyn Lumsden's coming through from South Gippsland Bass. He must have taken a bit of inspiration from his coach in that previous heat. Yes, and Cody Bird came through from Bendigo East there for second place. And lane 3, Kevin Huang, Ballarat Gold, third.
Championship record.
Oh, that's a big PB. 3 seconds or more. Well done. I don't think she can believe it. That's another great PB this morning from these 11-year-olds. They're doing so well. Yeah.
Some of these have just come out of maybe 12 months prior to after swim school as well, and we've now teaching them the fundamentals of competition strokes, and they just get faster and faster, and it's great to see those big gaps happening and big PBs.
Oh, it is. It's so motivational. It's lovely to see just a bit of a technical change and a confidence builder too, getting to swim for your team at the country championships. It's a big deal when you're 11, and yeah, these girls are performing fantastically this morning. Some really good timing and technique from the girls here. And again, fantastic. This time lane 8 comes through. Bridie Evans-Nichols. Well done.
And moving to heat 7 of the girls 11 and under, 50-metre butterfly. Again, we're seeing PB after PB by multiple swimmers in this race. Again, it's just this early technique development and this just shows the consistency of swimming. You know, a couple of times a week. You know, not 4 or 5, but a couple of times a week can really make a difference to becoming great swimmers in the long run. And as they come down to the last 5 metres. Looks like it's Ava Lucas in lane 5. Sorry, Emma Barclay in lane 5, followed by Ava Lucas. Just losing a few times from the scoreboard here. And just using the backup times, these ones. And as we move to the boys, 11 and under, 50-metre butterfly. Heat 1. The championship record, 31.4, set in 2016. Both records held, both the country long course and the championship record by the club Traralgon.
Yes, Jordan Cargill, who is swimming here, went on to compete very well nationally, part of the Cargill family. But fastest... Bit of feedback from the starter. The boys will get ready again.
And we just finished heat 1 of the boys with South Gippsland Bass coming in first in time of 33.99. That's an impressive time for a 11-year-old.
And as we're seeing with the girls and with the boys here, some really massive PBs occurring. I can only dream of those size PBs at my age when I was in the later part of my career. Point 2 would be I'd be on the lane rope, jumping up and down. But these athletes getting 3 and 4 second PBs at this age, and it's really encouraging. And to continue their dream in swimming. And moving to heat 2. Our top seed here, 35-38 from Ballarat Gold. Bryce Scott.
And in first place, we've got Bryce from Ballarat Gold in a time of 36.97. Followed by Billy from Wodonga. And heat 3 is Often Racing. Looks like a pretty even start across the pool. Yeah. And at the 25-metre mark, we have Bailey from Bendigo Hawks. It's a nice strong finish by Bailey in a time of 37.00, followed by Caden in a time of 38.82, and in third, Sebastian from Wodonga City in a time of 39.03. And our final heat of the boys, 11 and under, is underway. Looks like Hayden in lane 1 from Terrelgan, our 9-year-old, doing a stellar job, and is going to come in first place in a time of 39.93, followed by his teammate Jordan in a time of 42.67, and in third place we have Jack from Seymour, another 9-year-old, in a time of 43.12. And heat 1 of the girls' 13-year-old 100 backstroke. Out in front we have Hannah Buchanan from Ballarat. Already a body length in front. Turns around in first position, and it's a tight for second and third. She's extending her lead to 2 body lengths. Coming into the wall strongly, finishing a time of 1:12.45. In second we have Holly from South Gippsland Bass in a time of 1:17.80, and in third, in lane 6, we have Sienna from also South Gippsland Bass in a time of 1:19.71.
Just a little bit of a hold here. Just getting their feet onto the backstroke ledges. Just being held here for a second. Just while we get this in place. This is heat 2. The girls 13-year-old 100-metre backstroke.
We have an infraction report for heat 83, heat 1, lane 5, swimmer initiating start before starting signal. We have another infraction report for heat 83, heat 3, lane 7, swimmer did not compete with the whole distance. The results for heat 83, the boys 11 and under, 50 metre butterfly, have now been posted. Any swimmers wishing to withdraw from this line have 30 minutes to do so from posting of the results. That will close at 10:13 a.m.
And looks like they are ready. And off they're racing. Looks like it's a nice underwater from lane 2. But out in front we have from Bendigo East, Azia. At the turn, she's turning in first place, and it's a tight for second and third. That was a nice race from Azia, and she comes in a time of 1:12.98, which is a PB for her. And in second, we have Phoebe from Traralgon in a time of 1:17.79. And in third place, Isla from Shepparton in a time of 1:20.55. Our final heat of the girls is in the water. Looks like a nice even start throughout the looks like Chelsea from Geelong has a nice efficient stroke, putting her in front. Now got 2 body lengths in front and keeps extending her lead. Out in second, looks like it is Emily from Bendigo Hawks, and it may be a tight finish for third. Chelsea comes into the wall in a time of 1:12.80 in her new PB, followed by Emily in a time of 1:18.91, and in third place we have Zoe from Warrnambool in a time of 1:21.47. Now we have our boys, 13-year-olds, 100 backstroke. Heat 1 is in the water now. We have 3 heats of this event. Turning at the wall, it looks like it'll be a lane 4, but it's a tight race between lanes 4 and 5. Jacob had a nice underwater. And looks like he's extending his lead very nicely. And Jacob finishes in a time of 1:08.02, followed by Sebastian from Bendigo East in a time of 1:12.81. And in third, in lane 7, we have Daniel from Geelong in a time of 1:19.06. And heat 2 is underway. It's a nice underwater start from our Bendigo East. The boys are swimming well down this first leg. Looks like McConnell from Bendigo East has turned in first. Finished in a time of 1:08.61. In second, we have Archer from Traralgon in a time of 1:14.03. And in third, Charlie from Geelong in a time of 1:15.11. We have one more heat of the boys, 13-year-olds, 100-metre backstroke. Nice underwaters from lane 4. Fraser from Yarrawonga pulling out in front.
My son was seasonal that people would, you can't find out a look at their cameras, you know, that show photo first. They do take these and look at it, that's in the show photo.
Fraser looks like he's got a nice, efficient stroke, pulling out from the rest of the field. They're finishing a time of 1:12.05. Looks like a close finish for second. And we have Lane 5, Bailey from Terrell, in a time of 1:16.93. And in third place, we've got Hugh from Warrnambool in a time of 1:17.29. Looks like it was a nice PB. And we have heat 1 of the women's 18 and over 200 metre IM water. First lap is the butterfly leg, and out in front looks like we have Tino from South Gippsland Bass, already out body length. She'll be turning in to do her backstroke leg. Looks like Nicole had a good backstroke leg. She's catching up to me.
Coming down to the last 15 metres, the breaststroke leg of this heat. Just about to transition from breaststroke to freestyle. Some fast turns there.
Nicole comes in first place in a time of 2:37.60, followed by Tamay in time of 2:41.61, and in third we have Zoe from Geelong in 2:42.86.
And moving to heat 2 of the women's 200 metre IM. Our top seed, Kylie Crofts from Wodonga City, 2:30.42. Followed by Zoe Dowler from Terrelgan Swimming Club, 2:34.75. The championship record, 2:26.94. Talia Goddard from 2016 from Terrelgan.
Turn not executed at completion of the arm pull after turning onto the breast at the 50-metre turn. Results for event 87 of the boys 13-year-olds 100 metre backstroke have now been posted. Any swimmers wishing to withdraw from this time have 30 minutes to do so from the time of posting. That will close at 10:30 a.m.
And the girls are off to do and they're leg now. Carly will be turning around first, giving herself a nice lead.
I thought it was funny. Oh, they really?
And second we have Zoe from Traralgon just behind her.
Coming down to the touch, Zoe Dowler, 2:39.47. I would expect the final to have a lot more heat than this heat and both heats. Quite a number of these athletes just cruising through these swims this morning. Let's see Nicole from Geelong pick up the top seed. Moving to the boys, 200 IM. Heat 1 and our top seed from Geelong, 2:07.88. There are 2 heats in this event.
Turning in first, we had Cameron from Geelong in to do his final lap out in front, followed closely by Zach from Ballarat. And in third, we have from Shepparton, Oliver. Looks like it'll be a tight finish for first. But in first, we have lane 4, Cameron in a time of 2:18.09. Second, Zach from Ballarat in 2:18.27. And in third, we have Oliver from Shepparton in a time of 2:19.75.
And moving to heat 2 of this, the men's 200 metre individual medley. Connor O'Neill, the 23-year-old from Traralgon, our top seed in this heat, 2:15.62. So in the backstroke leg, Dylan Muir from South Gippsland Bass. Just taking us through the last 15 metres of the backstroke leg. We'll transition into breaststroke. Might see a couple of the others start to pick up their stroke rate and just even out this field. Different types of turn. For the back to breast, some do a touch, sometimes do a tumble, some do tumbles. Made famous by Michael Phelps 15 years ago. And here's I Am, going far as back of Beijing. Dylan Muir continuing to lead here as we get into the freestyle leg, and you'll see a couple of the boys in 4, 5 and 6 start to even this up.
Looks like it's going to be a tight finish between the 3 boys, all wanting to qualify for that placing for tonight's final.
Brandon Wilson from Shepparton coming to touch. 2:19.57, 2:26.5, 2:21.32. Our top 3 finishers. As we move to event 90, the girls 16-17, 200 metre individual medley, heat 1. Top seed from Geelong, 2:33.37.
Looks like out in front we have our two Geelong girls, Brooke and Sarah, finishing up their breaststroke leg, and they'll turn into their freestyle legs.
The results were 89 and 18 Sarah, 200 individual merit have now been posted. Any swimmers wishing to withdraw from this run have 30 minutes to do so from the time of posting. That will close at 10:43 a.m.
Taking a cruisy into this last leg just to qualify for tonight's final. And in first we have Brooke in lane 4, and lane 5 Sarah, and in lane 6 in third place we have Sienna from South Gippsland Bass.
And we've got Heat 2 just entered the water. Some good underwater water work there by the Traralgon swimmer in lane 3, Olivia. But taking it down the first 50 is Sky from Ballarat.
And also Isabella from Geelong. It looks like she may be touching out in front. Pretty even between the two. Now going on into their backstroke legs.
And it's important with IMs that they build their rating over the 50, so they usually start off a little bit slower and then try and pick it up on the second half of the race. And we can see that with Sky now just slightly lifting her rating, coming into the wall with quite a substantial lead over the other swimmers in this race. But it could all change when they hit the breaststroke leg.
That's when you know you got your breaststrokers in the race.
Most definitely.
Not everyone's favourite stroke, but...
And we can already see that the swimmer next to Sky is pulling her back. So that's Erica from Shepparton coming up on the inside. And again, the crowd trying to cheer them on to pick up their rating in the breaststroke.
Turning in first is still our Ballarat Gold, Sky. But also they're conserving their energy for tonight's final.
In first place, Sky in 2:34.59. Followed by Erica Shaw from Shepparton, 2:36.69. And then in third place, Olivia Bailey from Traralgon in 2:40.87. We just have a little bit of a hold up while the officials discuss the last race. We're just waiting on the all clear to go ahead.
And heat 3 is already on the blocks. And they're off in the water. That's a nice start from lane 4. Celeste from Geelong. Out in front we have Talani from Bendigo East out in front. Last 5 metres turning into the wall. Looks like a pretty even race so far. Turning into their backstroke legs now.
The 200 IM is quite a difficult event. Changing between the different strokes taxes a lot of the muscles. So you won't see these swimmers going as far underwater on the backstroke, the breaststroke and the freestyle legs due to that effect.
Like Celeste had a good 50 backstroke. Now it's turning into our breaststroke leg. Looks like Isla Ho, though, from Ballarat Gold is catching up to Celeste.
Yeah, she's made some good ground, hasn't she?
Definitely.
She's obviously a breaststroke specialist in this event. Celeste just holding her at bay at the present time, but they'll go into the wall pretty close.
Even Jade from Warrnambool's doing well too.
Some good underwater work by Isla.
Looks like this will be a comfortable hold for Celeste. Doing well in her 50 free leg.
Yes, and Celeste coming down to touch first in a time of 2:35.92, followed by Isla in 2:37.60, and our third place swimmer is Jade King from Warrnambool in a time of 2:40.68.
Now it's the time for the boys, the 16, 17-year-old 200 metre IM. So up to event 91.
So Thomas Smith from, that's Sam Wells from Traralgon's just taken us down the first lap. Traralgon 1 and 2 in this race. Sam Wells in lane 5 and Ashley Nichols in lane 4. We've got Thomas Smith from Geelong touching second, just touching Ashley out. Now we have Ashley Nichols in lane 4 coming through. He's a little bit more of a breaststroke specialist.
Overtaking his teammate. Yeah, I'm sure they train together.
Most definitely. Probably it's going to be interesting down the last 50. But I think Ashley's got quite a good lead now. Going into the wall probably 2 metres ahead of his teammate.
And he keeps extending his lead now. He's 53.
And doing this quite easily. Just sitting back a little bit now, getting ready for tonight's swim.
And in third place we have from South Gippsland, Bass Cooper. So Ashley Nichols finished in a time of 2:21.21, followed by Sam in time of 2:25.01, and third Cooper in a time of 2:27.02.
Heat 2 just entered the water. And already Cooper Sutherland from Ballarat Gold taking it out quite strongly, followed by Eamon McCarthy from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Some great underwater work there by Cooper Sutherland. Looking very smooth in his backstroke.
Turning in first, Cooper, followed by lane 5. It was Eamon, and in lane 3, Todd came in third. Turning into their breaststroke leg, and Cooper is extending his lead.
Certainly making this look very easy. Good breaststroker. Nice technique on display here.
That'll give him an advantage going into the freestyle leg, being a faster stroke.
Yes, he'll most certainly extend that lead when he starts the freestyle while the others catch up. And again, just backing off a little bit. Leave a little bit in the tank for tonight. The coach is on the deck, waving him on. Just telling him to hold back a little bit. You actually wonder whether they can see the coaches when they're swimming.
Unless you're in lane 1 and 8, they're most likely not.
So Cooper finishing first in a time of 2:21.37. Followed by lane 3, which was Todd Robbins from Bendigo East, 2:27.08. And then in lane 5, Eamon McCarthy from Warrnambool in 2:28.93.
Final heat for this event is on the blocks, ready to race.
Well, pretty even right across the field at this stage. I think Edward Mellings is just out in front from Ballarat Gold.
From South Gippsland. Coming out in front now.
And right over in lane 7, Andreas Guinness from Bendigo East is doing a great job holding his own in this backstroke. Again, this is where we see the breast that they're in the first, second or third place getters. That they're in the first, second or third place getters. And Darcy Connell from Traralgon's making a big rush for the home stretch. But we have Edward Meddings on 225.10 first place, followed by Darsendiv, just finished slightly behind in 229.86.
Nice Underwaters out in front. We have Astrid. Nice Underwaters out in front. We have Astrid Buchanan from Ballarat. Across the pool, we'll see the Underwaters from the girls. And Astrid keeps extending her lead from the rest of the field, and she'll comfortably qualify for the final tonight. And she comes in a time of 1:12.53 of a 5.3. That's a new PB for her. And down in second, we have Maggie from South Gippsland Bass in a time of 1:20.07. And in third, out in lane 7, Ruby from also South Gippsland in a time of 1:20.38.
I'll go get them. You hold them here. The later for the news, you need to get shot of it. Yeah, I know. Perfect. We're too old and need to shoot that way. Perfect. Yeah, one way. I'll introduce you. But you can do all the interviews here. Yeah, but just for your footage, you can go down there. Matt's happy to talk. Does Jane want to talk? So this is Matt. He's on the Swim Victoria board. And I'll go get Jason. Yeah, why not?
Heat 2 entering the water. That's a nice underwaters from all the girls. But out in front we have Geelong, Arabella and Chloe from Traralgon. They'll be turning together. So who has the better underwaters? But coming out in front looks like it is a Chloe from Traralgon. This is going to be a tight finish to this race. And it was Chloe from Traralgon coming in first in a time of 1:18.06, followed by Arabella in a time of 1:18.16, and in third we have Hannah from South Gippsland Bass in a time of 1:24.63. And our final heat for this event. Girls are getting ready.
Multi-million-dollar facility, and we're privileged to be here for the first time. We're really looking forward to future events here at this wonderful facility. How many people are here today, and how big of a deal is the country camp for people who haven't heard of it?
Looks like out in front we have 3 girls in lanes 4, 5 and 6. Last 5 metres of this lap. Looks like Sophia will be turning in. Oh, that was a nice underwater from Alice from Ballarat. Pulling out in front ahead of the other girls. Just needs to keep going, but Sophia from Wodonga's coming through. And comfortably finishing in first in a time of... that hasn't registered. We just have to wait for the times to come through. Yep, here they come through. So in first we had Alice from Ballarat in a time of 1:19.14. In second, Sophia from Wodonga in 1:26.9. And in third, Isabella from South Gippsland Bass in a time of 1:22.42. Well done, girls. And the boys, 12-year-old 100-metre backstroke, are often racing. comfortably out in front, we have Kepler from Geelong. It's going to come finish in a time of 1:11.35. Followed by Cooper from Wodonga in 1:18.14. And for third, we have Cooper Sampson from East Gippsland in a time of 1:20.40. And now heat 2 of the boys in the water. Looks like a nice tight finish for first, second and third placings in this race. But pulling out in front from Geelong, we have George, who'll finish comfortably first. And he finishes in a time of 1:16.88. In second, we have Tom, also from Geelong, in a time of 1:25.9. And in third, lane 6, Jaden from Traralgon, in a time of 1:20.59. And our final heat of the boys are off and racing. Coming out first was Rex from South Gippsland Bass. Looks like Rex will be taking out this heat and comfortably qualifying for the final later today. and he finishes in a time of that hasn't come through. Just have to wait for the times to come through. Yeah, he finishes in a time of 1:15.96. In second, we have Thomas in 1:21.04, and in third, Lockie from South Gippsland in a time of 1:23.70. And now we have event 94, the girls 14-15-year-olds 100-metre freestyle. We have 7 heats of this event, and heat 1 is in the water now. Looks like a pretty even race across the pool. These are our faster heats. Turning in first was Azali Schneiders from Geelong. As Zali will finish first in a time of 1:01.31, followed by Elliot from Warragul in a time of 1:01.81, and in third we had Faith from Wodonga in a time of 1:03.68. Heat 2's in the water. Plenty of a splash from the girls. They'll all want to be qualifying for this final later today. But down in front we have a Jessica from Terrelgan, closely contested by a Bettina from Ballarat in lane 5, and followed by a Zoe Schneider from Ballarat Gold. Comfortably finishing in first place is Jessica from Terrelgan in a time of 1:01.41. In second, we have Bettina from Ballarat in 1:02.25, and in third, Zara from Bendigo in a time of 1:03.64. Now we have heat 3. And looks like a race between Ava Candy from Ballarat and Isabella from, no, apologies, Claire from Ballarat Gold. They've got their last 25 metres to swim. And the coach from Ballarat Gold is pushing his swimmer. But looks like Ava's got this heat, and she finishes in a time of 101.74. In second, we have Claire Matheson, and in third, we have Isabella from Wodonga. And heat 4 is often racing. Looks like we don't have anyone in a lane 4 for this race. But out in front, we have a Ruby from Traralgon. But turns in first place is Ava in from Warragul. And it will be a close finish between lanes 3 and 5. So Ruby and Ava. Looks like Ava finishing in a time of 106.09, followed by Ruby from Traralgon in a time of 106.32, and out from lane 1 we have Sophie from Geelong Sharks in a time of 106.95. Five's often racing, and out in front we have Emily from Yarrawonga. It looks like it might be the two, the two Isabels, one from Ballarat Gold and one from Ballarat turning in. It looks like it'll be a tight finish for first, second and third. And Emily from Yarrawonga comes in first in a time of 106.56, followed by Isabel from Ballarat Gold in a time of 107.63, and in third, Isabel from Ballarat in a time of 107.91. Heat 6 is in the water now.
This is a very strong event, the 14-1500 freestyle. We've got great depth in the country here.
out in first, we had lane 4, Nina from Wangaratta in a time of 105.89. In second, we had Gemma Bond from Warrnambool in a time of 107.49. And in third, Lola out in lane 2 in a time of 108.57. And we're off to our final heat of the girls 100 freestyle event.
Lane 2 looks very strong. Ellie Caulfield, Ballarat Gold. Yep, she hangs on, 107.49. Second, lane 6, Josephine Simmons, Bendigo Hawks Aquatics. And third, lane 7, Lara Angwin, Yarrawonga Malawa Swimming Club. All right, the boys 14, 1500 free. Lane 4, Harrison Main. Turning first. Harrison's at Wodonga City. Again, a lovely spearhead here. Harrison's pulling away. I'm sure he's quite comfortable. He's got tonight's final. Oh, lane 2 and 3 are fighting it out. William Simmons, South Gippsland Bass. Heat 2 off and running. Lane 6 is leading it out. Henry Allen, Bendigo East Swimming Club. Very good backstroker, Henry. Andy turns first. Looking to his right now, seeing who's in the main 2 lanes. I think he wants to show Harrison Main what he's made of. Lane 4 and 5 are having a great battle. And a battle in lanes 1 and 2. Yes. Henry Allen brings it out. 55.35. What a great time. Second, lane 4, Riley Lowe, Traralgon Swimming Club. And third, lane 5, Zachary Shearer. He's from South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club. Here's the last of the seeded heats. Fastest swimmer in the seedings, Oliver Kingston. He's Seymour District Swimming Club. Oliver is a national level swimmer, making the national age last year for the first time. He'll be 15 this year, so he'll have moved up an age group. Lane 5, though, is bringing it to him, Oliver McCall at Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. These boys look very comfortable. Lane 6 and 7, Miller Start, Ballarat Gold, and Matthew Mace, Wangaratta Stingrays. But it's Lane 5, Oliver McCall at Ballarat Gold in a 56.3. Then Lane 4, 57.5, followed by Lane 3, Miller Nighill, Bendigo East Swimming Club in a 58.18. Heat 4 of 7. Very evenly spread. As you can see, these are only slightly seeded. These heats very tight between all 8 swimmers, from a 59.9 to a 101. So only a second between them all 8. So this could be anybody's race. Lane 4, Xavier O, Bendigo East. Lane 5, Maximilian Brocklesby, South Gippsland Bass, who are having a great event in this boys 14-15 relay, but I think it's going to be an outside smoker from Shepparton. No, Lane 3 got it, 59.71. Xavier Aberline, Warrnambool. Second, Lane 8, 59.97. Xavier Telford, Shepparton, and then 10045, Lane 2, Thomas Costello, Ballarat Gold. Heat 5 of 7, again, only a second breaking up these swimmers. It could be anybody's race. Could it be in with a chance? In the 100 freestyle, it really is a sprint, so getting out onto that wall first and then keeping the other swimmers back is a priority. And in lane 4, Brodie Cargill turns first from Traralgon. Brodie showing his endurance and pulling away. Over in the end lane, Joshua Hunt, South Gippsland Bass, doing very well. And then lane 6, Zane Poxon, Moe Amateur Swimming Club. And Brodie Cargill gets under the minute there, 59.98. Second, lane 8, Joshua Hunt, South Gippsland Bass in a PB. And third, lane 6, Zane Poxon, Moe Amateur in a 101.81. Heat 6 of 7, penultimate heat here. Lovely long stroke from lane 4, Kane Reynolds, Warrigal Swimming Club. He's looking over to lane 3, Blake Scott, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. boys turning in a high 28, low 29 seconds. If they can get back in a 30 or 31, they may stand a chance of going under that minute. It's a milestone. But lane 3 pulling away, and lane 8, Joshua Fitzgerald from Warrnambool Swimming Club, giving him a race. As I can see, it's very close, 2 outside swimmers. So we have lane 3, 1:00.96, just missing out, Blake Scott, Ballarat Gold. Second, lane 8 and a 1:01.43. Joshua Fitzgerald, Warrnambool, and then a lane 1 on the other side of the pool, 1:01.66 from Joshua Newstead, East Gippsland. The last heat, very tightly contested. Everyone on a 1:04. They're looking very comfortable. This is a great even race at the moment. Yeah, and they're turning under the 30 seconds, so standing in good stead for a PB. Marshall Cropley, Terralgan Swimming Club. But in lane 5, Marley Sutherland, Ballarat Gold, is bringing it home. And again, on the very outside, Jake Denaro, Warrnambool Swimming Club, 14. They're coming in. Can they keep their head down? Yes, he does. Lane 5, 1:01.25. That's a very good PB from Marley Sutherland. Second, lane 6. Reese Hornsby, Geelong Swimming Club, and then third, lane 3 in a 1:03.80, Dax Conhedy, Geelong Swimming Club again. Next we have the women's 100 backstroke. The women get away here. Great underwater work. First up is Geelong, and that is Jessie Steinman. Both Steinman sisters in this race together. Jessie and Sarah. Sarah's in lane 5. Coming second at the moment, I think it is lane 2, Stephanie Moran, Bendigo East Swimming Club. Fantastic underwaters, but I think in lane 6, Mia Roberts, South Gippsland Bass, had a great underwater section to bring herself up into contention. But it looks like Jessie Steinman's going to lead this in. Beautiful, even timing. Yep, that's the first. Lane 3. Oh, sorry. Oh, it hasn't come up properly. So Jessie's time hasn't come up yet. But second, there we go. First, lane 4, 1:08.55, Jessie Steinman. Second, lane 3. Nicolette Wright, Terralgan, and third, lane 5, Sarah Steinman. Both Steinmans from Geelong Swimming Club. Heat 2, great start there from lane 4, Olivia Bailey in her home pool from Traralgon. And her teammate Kayla Pratt in lane 1, also up there, that's first 50. Lane 2, Jade King, Warrnambool Swimming Club. And lane 3, Celeste Ellis. She was very strong into the wall there and has a fantastic rangy timing. She looks very strong coming back. We also have out in lane 6, Kira Shaw, Shepperton Swimming Club. So there's been quite a shock here. Girls very even. Great finish. Olivia Bailey, Traralgon Swimming Club, 1:10.16. Second, lane 3, Celeste Ellis, Geelong Swimming Club, 1:10.59. And then a 1:11.1 for third place, lane 6, Kira Shaw, Shepperton Swimming Club. Heat 3, this is another seeded heat. Seeding's working quite well in this heat. As you can see, lane 4, 5 and 6 turning in that order. Molly Cargill, who won the 100 fly, is leading us out in lane 4. Excellent timing. Molly looks very comfortable here. Just keeping her stroke rate consistent. Lovely. First, Molly Cargill, Traralgon Swimming Club, 1:07.96. Second, lane 6, Janessa Fitzgerald, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. And third, lane 5 and a 1:10.44, Erica Shaw, Shepperton Swimming Club. Oh, no, sorry, Nicole Briscoe, Geelong Incorporated. Heat 4 gets underway with the use of those backstroke ledges. Such an advantage now for backstroke swimmers so that they don't slip on the start. Gives them much more confidence. Hannah Buchanan, only 13 years of age, leading out this heat from Ballarat Swimming Club. Excellent feet to the wall there and underwaters. So 13-year-old Hannah Buchanan carries on, and then we have A good race out in the end lane, lane 8 and lane 7. Lane 8, Chelsea Running, Geelong Swimming Club, and Emerson Wood, Ballarat Gold Swimming Club. So it's a battle of the Ballarat swimmers. And lane 8 from Geelong. Oh, but there we go. The 13-year-old takes it out in a 1:13.45. Hannah Buchanan, Ballarat Swimming Club. Second, lane 8 from Geelong Swimming Club, Chelsea Running. And third, lane 2 from Kangaroo Flat, Holly Hembrow. Now 1:14.92.
The results for event 90 for girls 16-17 years 200 metre individual medley have been amended and are now posted. Any swimmer wishing to withdraw from this line have 30 minutes to do so from the posting of this result. And that will close at 11:43 a.m. The results for event 95 for boys 14 and 15 years 100 metre freestyle have now been posted. Any swimmer wishing to withdraw from this line have 30 minutes to do so from the time of posting. That time will close at 11:40 a.m.
This is the last heat. I think we had a little problem with the starting equipment there, but now they're away. Last heat here. We have lane 3, Hannah Wilkinson Geelong, April Downing from Bendigo East in lane 4, lane 5, Georgia Turner, Warrnambool Swimming Club, and in lane 6, Isabel Kilbourne, Ballarat Swimming Club. Now, this is very close in the middle.
It's a very even race. How many? There was 4 heats, so it's 5 heats.
Yeah, this is the last heat of the 5 heats. Good finish from the girls, no personal best times, but first lane 4, April Downing, Bendigo East, second lane 5, Georgia Turner, Warrnambool Swimming Club, and third lane 6, Isabella Kilburn from Ballarat Swimming Club.
Now it's time for our boys 100 metre backstroke, event 97. Heat 1 out of 4 is underway.
An interesting fact, lane 8, Zach Meakin from Ballarat Swimming Club. He's studying medicine at Flinders University in South Australia. So incorporating his studies and still training at this high level too. But turning first, Henry Allen, Bendigo East Swimming Club. He is a national age medalist from Bendigo East in the backstroke event. Very smooth. Nice long reach, catching that water very well. Second at the moment, Conor O'Neill, lane 5, Traralgon Swimming Club.
And in first place is Henry from Bendigo East in a time of 1:01.64. In second, we have Cameron from Geelong in a time of 1:01.96. And in third, we have Connor from Traralgon in 1:02.87.
Heat 2 are away. Lane 4 taking it out, Sebastian Christy Crane from Warrnambool Swimming Club. Sebastian's head is nice and back. It's nice and flat in the water. Very experienced, 23 years of age. Ashley Nichols turning second with some fantastic underwater work from Traralgon Swimming Club. These two boys way out in front, as they just need to be to make that final, to make sure they're first and second. 1:00.52 in lane 4, Sebastian Christy Crane. 1:02.31, Ash Nichols. Traralgon Swimming Club, and third 106.19 from lane 3, Cameron Ritchie. Thomas Smith from Geelong Swimming Club.
Looks like a pretty even race in this heat.
Absolutely. Quite young. We were just mentioning that it's quite young teenagers in this heat, and it's the men's 100 backstroke. Obviously, you know, men can keep going a long time. You've got 30-year-olds competing at the Olympics. Technique never fails you, so these boys keep going the way they're going. You never know what happens in the future. Eamon McCarthy, 17, Warrnambool Swimming Club. Looks like he's going to take this heat out. Oh no, lane 6, Shepperton. Oliver Guthrie takes it out in a 102.85. Second, lane 5, Eamon McCarthy, Warrnambool Swimming Club. And fourth in a very close heat and a 103.18 from a 103.13 is lane 4, Jetbird, Bendigo East Swimming Club.
And our final heat of the men's 100 backstroke are in the water. There's only two competitors.
Nathan Foote, he competed at the Olympic trials, has trained up on the Sunshine Coast with Ash Delaney, who is actually the record holder here for this event. Ash Delaney, competition recorded of 58.15. Ash was an Olympic 5th place Olympian, representing eventually Nunawading Swimming Club. Nathan showing his excellent underwater skills. He may not have the same kind of fitness that he had, but that technique, you never do lose your technique. He's probably going to make the final here. 101.75, Nathan Foote. And then lane 4, 107.62, Lachlan Wright, Seymour and District Swimming Club.
Now we have our event 98, girls 11 and under 50 metre breaststroke. We have 7 heats in this event. Looks like Ciara Delaney from Wodonga is out in first. Swimming a comfortable race. Nice, efficient stroke.
A great history of breaststrokers, Wodonga. Zoe Deacon, she hails from there. She's now at Nunawading. She is one of their national swimmers who will be competing at the Olympic trials. But lane 4 takes that out in a 41.35, Chiara Delaney, followed by lane 5, Emerson McMaster Cardinia, and then lane 7, a 43.88, Jaya Dowell, South Gippsland Bass Swimming Club.
Heat 2. And looks like it's pretty even in the middle lanes. Lanes 4, 5 and 6. But pushing out in front now from South Gippsland Bass is Emily. Teammates pushing their swimmers along, wanting to make that qualification for the final later today. And Emily is finishing a time of 42.32. In second, we have Elise in a 44.18. And in third, we have Ava in a time of 44.72. And first out is Jordan from Geelong.
Jordan's only 10 here, so taking it to them at 10 years of age in the 11 and unders.
That's pretty impressive. And she's powering through.
Lovely technique.
And she comes in first in a time of 41.75. In second, we have Ruby Kenwright from Warrnambool in a time of 42.62. And in third, Alexis Delaney from Wodonga City in a time of 43.60. We're now onto our slower heats. But out in lane 8, we have a Taylor from Ballarat Gold swimming an impressive swim.
Yes, outside smoker as we call it in swimming terms.
And she finishes in a time of 44.21. It's a nice PB from her. And in second, we have Bridie from Traralgon in a time of 46.75. And in third, we have Lara from Mansfield in a time of 46.91.
That's in the middle lanes this time. Lane 4, Sophie Lee, Kangaroo Flat. Another fantastic technique here. Keeping that stroke rate. I wonder if she's counting her strokes. And then after that, there's 3 yellow caps. 46, 42, takes it out. Sophie Lee, lane 4, Kangaroo Flat, only 10 years of age. Lane 5, Mackenzie Lawford, Wangaratta Amateur. And then third, lane 6, Georgie Kennett, only 9 from Ballarat Gold. What a great future for these girls.
And we have a heat at 6 in the water. Out in front we have a lane 5. Is it lane 5? Lane 6. Kiana from Lara. Swimming impressive leg. And she comes in and finishes in a time of what was that? Needs to be updated.
Yeah, I don't think her time's come up there.
No, there we are. She's finishing a time of 46.33, which is a personal best time. In second, we have Ariella from Bendigo East. And in third, we have Daisy from South Gippsland Bass in a time of 49.20, which is also a PB. And our final heat for our 11 and under girls, 50 breaststroke. We have only 4 competitors in this heat. And out in front is Camilla. Is it? No, it's Addison from Ballarat Gold. Oh, but Bendigo East, Stella's coming through. Strong.
Yeah, this is very close. It could be anyone's between those two. And coming up on the outside in lane 3. But I think it's lane 4, Stella McIntosh. Just going to hold it. Got under that 50-second barrier, 48.91. Second, lane 6, Addison Henley, Ballarat Gold, and also a 50.9. Third, lane 6. Oh no, lane 6, Addison Henley is third. Second, lane 3, Camilla Lopez, Ballarat Gold. Looking like PBs all round there. Very good.
And now we have our boys 11 and under 50 metre breaststroke. In the water is heat 1 of 5. Out in front we have Bryce Scott from Ballarat Gold. But closely behind him is Billy from Wodonga City. And Bryce comes in first in a time of 42.73. In second place, we have Billy from Wodonga City in a time of 44.41. And in third is Caden from Traralgon in a time of 45.46. Heat 2, and it looks like Jack from Surf Coast came through first.
Yeah, he's using that over-the-water recovery. Sometimes that can be good, works for them, sometimes not. Gave him a good start, but now you see more regular stroke coming through in lane 4, Jack Hocking, Bendigo Hawks.
And in first we have Jack from Surf Coast in time 42.48. In second we have also Jack from Bendigo Hawks in a time of 42.85. And in third, Jasper from Maui in a time of 44.36.
There were 3 Jacks in there. There were 3 Jacks in that race. Here we go, lane 5 again. Lucky lane 5, it seems, this morning in this breaststroke event. Lane 5 is Mitchell Clark. He's got nobody next to him in lane 6. Gisborne Thunder. Archie Smythe, who's a good backstroke swimmer, in lane 4. There we go. Hanging on. Lane 5. 43.04 Mitchell Clark. Lane 4 Archie Smythe, South Gippsland Bass, 43.81. And third, lane 3 Logan Gibson, Warrigal Swimming Club, who's only 10 years of age. Oh, here we go, lane 3. He's taking it out. Tom Williamson, Sales Swimming Club. Gotta love Sales Swimming Club. Yes, that's right. They've had great breaststrokers. Teddy Ripper was one of theirs. National medalist. Adelaide Ripper, his sister.
And it'll be a tie for second and third for this heat.
Oh, yes. Another local boy, Warrigal. Lane 5, Lucas Wendt, 10 years of age. Both Tom Williamson, the winner, and the second place. Third in lane 4 is Flynn Cox, Yarrawonga, Malawi. I love saying those names, Yarrawonga.
And our final heat of our boys are in the water. And out in first, looks like it is Zhao? Is it Zhao? No, Spencer from Geelong. But coming through from Warrnambool, Daniel is having a good race, leading at the 50-metre mark.
Yes, Daniel will be feeling good in that clear water. Holding his glide there. Like to see that. Hands together. Perfectly streamlined.
And he comes in first in a time of 47.54. Followed by Spencer from Geelong in a time of 50.53. And in third, we have Zhao. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, in a 50.76. And we've hit the 100 mark, event 100, girls 13-year-olds, 100-metre butterfly. We have 3 heats, and heat 1 just started with Hannah Buchanan from Ballarat coming out first.
You must train with Hannah, do you?
I do. I do swim with these fantastic teenagers. They push me, absolutely. So, but I'm absolutely proud of all these girls. So,
Well,
not
she's
just girls, but the boys as well. So,
Yeah.
all my teammates. It's great.
Well, she's definitely taken it out. Hannah Buchanan. She's got an entry time of a 1:10.04. Clear water, must feel very good. Swimming fly when you've got clear water in front of you like that. Very nice, 1:13.89. She's got excellent shoulder flexibility. Fantastic rhythm. Second, lane 5, Harper McRae from South Gippsland Bass. And third, that was a 1:24.12. Lane 3, Evelyn Shelby, Wangaratta Amateur Swimming Club. Yeah, like we say, here's event heat number 2 in this girls 1300 butterfly. This is day 3. Some of these girls have had a lot of events.
By this day, fatigue starts setting in, but they're pushing through.
That's right, that's what they train for, but makes them tough. The more events they do, when they get to nationals, if they make a national time, they're doing less events, but these country kids, really back it up. And they're doing a fantastic job here. Lane 4, who has the fastest entry time, Sienna Hunt, South Gippsland Bass, the 1:15. Looks comfortable, just keeping her rhythm. Lane 5 from Geelong, Chelsea Roning. Just looking a bit tired there towards the end.
And looks like it'll be Geelong in second. In a time of 1:20.90. And in third, we have Isabel from South Gippsland Bass in a time of 1:21.13, which is actually a PB for her. And our final heat is in the water. And looks like, is it Gypsy from South Gippsland Bass? Out comfortably, have a body length in front.
These girls counting their strokes going out. It's very important on flying breaststroke to keep that even stroke count, especially on the way back. Second 50, knowing how many strokes you've got left when that piano drops from the ceiling at the last 5 metres. If you know you've only got 4 strokes to go, it makes you feel a lot better about the end of the event. Gypsy's digging in now. I think she's going to do a very good PB. Could even make the final. Yes, a 1:15.11. That's a 2-second PB from Gypsy Quave. Second, lane 5 from Geelong, Lily Goodman. And then third, no, 1:26.13, lane 2, Georgia Vague, also from Geelong Swimming Club. Okay, Jacob Ritchie's way ahead here in this heat. He has a PB of a 1:03.04. 1:08.01. He takes it out. Second, lane 5, Archer Marsland, Trafalgar Swimming Club. And in lane 6, third, Fraser Nagle, Yarrawonga. Twelve boys competing in this whole event, so only 4 boys will be excluded from a finals place, so really they don't have to go at it too hard. So we've got lane 4, McConnell Malone, Bendigo East.
Looks like he's having a great start to this race. He'll comfortably turn in first after the first lap.
Yeah, he's taken it out. Doesn't seem worried about saving himself for this afternoon.
But out in lane 5, we have Alexander from Wodonga City. Bendigo East, rather, coming out strongly in this second lap.
Both Bendigo swimmers, they must train together, I think. I think McConnell Malone is going to keep that stroke rate and the length of his stroke. Good catch on the water. 1:11.38. Very nice. That's a PB in the heats. And second, lane 6. Sebastian Mansfield from the same club, Bendigo East. 1:13.77. And third, lane 5, Alexander Graham from Wodonga City. 1:15. Good swimming from those boys this morning.
Onto the women's 100-metre breaststroke. There's 4 events in this 4 heats rather in this event. looks like it's pretty even down the pool. But lane 2, Gemma Bond from Warrnambool, having a great start. And she'll probably turn around in a first. Oh no, lane 4, Zoe Schneider from Ballarat Gold. She is a strong breaststroker, so she'll come in strong in this lap. But next to her, Memphis Johnson from Geelong also coming in. And out in lane 7, Nicole Briscoe. And finishing in first, we have a Zoe in a time of 1:18.44. In second, we have Memphis from Geelong in a time of 1:26.1. And in third, we have Nicole Briscoe in a time of 1:28.4.
The results for the one, the boys, 13 goals behind the butterfly, and posted.
Out in lane 4, Ronnie Matheson, South Gippsland Bass. Taking this out as a fast stroke rate. It's very predominant leg kick. A good leg kick is very, very important in breaststroke. It's 75% leg kick, 25% arms. Arms for sweep and lift. Sweeping in very quickly, it's fantastic. You must get the arms back into the streamline position out in front before your legs start to kick back. But coming back at Rani is Madison Haywood Shepperton Swimming Club. 2 15-year-olds. On 16.75, Rani Matheson. Good PB there from lane 3, Madison Haywood Shepperton, from a 1:19 down to a 1:17.57. And third, lane 5, Ella Matters, Warrnambool Swimming Club, in a 1:21.8. Another South Gippsland Bass swimmer here in lane 4. Sophie McKenzie. Also Sienna Matheson in lane 5. South Gippsland Bass characterised by that fast push of the arms forward in the breaststroke to get into that baseline streamline position. Sophie takes that out. But very good underwater from lane 7. Emily Cardamone from Kilmore Swimming Club. So South Gippsland Bass don't have this all their own way. We've got Emily from Kilmore bringing it to them. Also, we've got Zoe Dowler from Traralgon coming back strong in her home pool. (1:20.39). Lane 5, Sienna Matheson takes that out. Lane 3, Zoe Dowler Traralgon came back really well at a 1:21.38. And Sophie McKenzie gets the third place in a 1:21.64. Let's see how much they've got left for that final this afternoon.
And the final heat for the girls are in the water and looks pretty even across the three lanes. Pulling out in front are Rosie and Georgia. Rosie and Lara. Turning in first, we have Rosie from Wodonga. And Rosie comes in a time of 1:23.53 in a new PB. And in second, we have Lara from Traralgon in a time of 1:25.67, and Georgia from Warrnambool in a time of 1:31.12. And we're on to the last event of the program for these championships, of the heats events. And we have four heats of the boys. Heat 1 in the water. Cameron from Bendigo East having a good start on this first lap. Cameron has a nice, strong breaststroke, and he'll finish strongly in this heat. And a time of 1:06.67. In second place, we have Charlie from Bendigo East in 1:09.36. And in third, we have a Cameron from Geelong in a time of 1:10.84.
Heat 2. We've got some fast entry times here. Cameron Jordan in that last one with a 1:01.95. Edward Meddings, 1:05.31. But it looks like taking it out here is Jeremiah Brown.
Looks like it's pretty tight for the top three. But pulling out in front of the two Ballarat Gold boys, Dane and Edward.
Yeah, it looks really close. These two boys, training partners from Ballarat Gold.
And in first we have Edward. Edward in a time of 107.80. In second, Dane Schneider in a time of 108.55. And in third, we have Brandon Wilson from Shepparton in 109.91.
Here we have some local boys. Ashley Nichols holding that gride. Next to him, Teddy Ripper, who hails from Sale. A great competition. These boys now training partners. Ash Nichols really has concentrated a lot more on his freestyle in recent times, where Teddy is purely a breaststroke swimmer. Both of them looking very strong here, but Jonathan Leong from Geelong Swimming Club hanging on in there with them. Ash is not going to give this up easily. 109.41. Teddy Ripper 110.02, and lane 5 Jonathan Leong, Geelong Swimming Club 110.92.
And we're off to our last heat for this morning's session of heats. And first out of the water, we have Jake from Warrnambool.
Yes, they've come from quite a long way away for this.
Certainly, it's probably a good 6-hour journey.
Yeah, completely on the other side of the Port Phillip Bay. Making it count though. Xavier Telford, also from Shepparton.
Putting a good leg here, and got about 30 metres left of this race.
He certainly does look good down this second 50.
And behind him is Geelong coming through. Aiden. Looks like Xavier will finish in first in a time of 1:16.61. In second, we have Aiden from Geelong in a time of 1:18.36. And in third, we have a Jake from Warrnambool in a 1:20.21. Well, that concludes our heat session, and one more session left of this championship for 2024. See you soon.
Bye, see you later.